box a bag. Don't wait up.
It's dangerous.
Angela, stop fussing. I'm all right. Ah!
What?
I think I can see where the water's getting in.
Oh, Toby, will you please come down? Come on, we can get Mr. Perkins to look at it in the morning.
No, it only needs a bit of filler.
Oh, well, if you fall down and break your neck, don't you come running to me.
I'm not going to fall, woman.
Famous last words.
Ah! Oh.
What?
A bird flew out of the eaves, surprised me. Oh. You know, this honeysuckle looks as if it could be cut back. Perhaps I should do it while I'm up here. Oh, crikey. Oh, it's all right, darling. I'm all right. Just not my footing. Nothing to worry about.
He's what?
He's up a ladder. Water's been getting in the bedroom window, so he goes next door, borrows a ladder from Mr. Williamson. Really, I could throttle him.
Who, Dad or Mr. Williamson?
Both. Come on, sit down, Madeline. I'll get the tea. Kettle's on.
Dad?
Oh, hello, Tom. How's the house hunting?
What are you doing up there?
Coming down.
Well, I should hope so. What you're thinking of? Going up ladders at your age.
What do you mean, my age? Don't you start. Your mother's always complaining because I never do anything about the house, and the moment I start doing something, she tells me to stop.
Toby, you are not a handyman. Thank you, Tom. You know, I think he's the only person I know who sends for an electrician to change a plug.
Darling, you do exaggerate. Well, how did the house hunting go?
Lousy. You've just been to see a place. A complete waste of time. It bore no relation to the details the estate agent gave us.
Well, one of the first prerequisites for an estate agent is a fertile imagination.
Fertile imagination? This chap ought to get the Nobel Prize for Literature.
No, it's rotten for Tom. When he was married to Helen, he had that lovely house with the surgery attached to the premises. Now he's got to start all over again.
Mum, it's no good having a lovely house if you're not happy with the person that you're sharing it with.
But a house like that would be perfect for us. Big garden, surgery. You could pop back for lunch. It would be lovely.
The right place will turn up. You'll see.
That's what I keep telling him. There's no hurry. The flat's fine.
Yes. Tom and I managed there perfectly well, didn't we, Tom?
Yeah, but we didn't have a baby. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one bedroom, 3 floors up. I mean, it's just not suitable.
Oh, for goodness sake, there are couples far worse off than us. Anyway, the baby will be in our room for the first few weeks.
Well, if my grandchild is anything like Tom, he'll be in your room for more than a few weeks. More like a few months.
Really?
Tom was terrible. He took so long to feed. By the time he'd finished, he was ready for the next.
Yep.
Do you know that for the first year, I couldn't get him to sleep at all?
That's absolutely right.
He was a monster.
He certainly was.
Well, I'm going to be really strict. As soon as possible, the baby will go into the next room.
Yes, I should have done that. But you see, Toby slept in there, and I didn't want him to stay.
You male chauvinist piglet.
Well, you know me, Tom. I need to get my 8 hours.
What about breakfast in bed, normally?
Right.
Well, if you're all going to start picking on me, I shall go and take that ladder back next door.
Oh, Madeline, I forgot you took sugar.
Oh, I'll get it, Mum.
No, I'll get it. You stay there. Tom, you know, if you should find somewhere that's just a bit beyond your price bracket, I'm sure Daddy...
Oh, no, I wouldn't dream of it. I'm not having you subsidizing us.
Parents like to help their children.
Mum, absolutely not, okay?
I told you he wasn't a handyman.
All I'm saying, Mr. Noble, is that it's a waste of everybody's time if the house bears no resemblance to the description in your literature.
Morning.
Yeah, but this is downright misrepresentation. The house was a wreck. Would you like to live right next door to a bus depot?
Handy for transport.
Yes, I know it's handy for transport, Mr. Noble. I think you should say why it's handy for transport in your blurb. You should state that it stands between a bus depot and a plumber's merchant. Yeah, but this is a case of gross misrepresentation, and I'm afraid I shall have to report you to your professional body. Now, I don't think there's any need for that sort of language, Mr. Noble. That is no way to sell a house. Oh, have you? It still doesn't alter my view that you should be more circumspect in the manner in which you describe the properties on it. Hello? Hello? Mr. Noble, what a rude man.
Well, what do you expect? He's an estate agent.
They've sold the house. I can't believe it. I mean, who the hell wants to live between a bus depot and a plumber's merchant?
A conductor with a dodgy bullcock?
Hang on a minute. What are you doing here?
Sorry?
Isn't this one of your Harley Street days?
Oh, Toby got a call late last night from the French ambassador, desperate to see him, so we asked if we could switch. I'll go in tomorrow instead.
Well, I don't think it's good enough.
I don't mind doing your father a favour.
No, I don't think it's good enough as far as I'm concerned. Don't you think I should be consulted?
Why?
Because I'm your partner, that's why. I think I have a right to know what's going on in my practice.
Well, what difference does it make? You'll be off on your rounds anyway.
Exactly. I think I should know who's looking after the shop while I'm out.
Yeah, hang on. I know it offends your moral principles that I do 2 days a week in Harley Street.
Oh, no, that's up to you. It's your conscience.
Exactly. And as long as I arrange for my patients to be taken care of by a qualified medical practitioner, be it your father, who incidentally seems to love working here, or a locum, I can't see it makes any difference what 2 days I do.
Well, I don't agree. I think I have a right to know who's on duty while I'm out of the surgery, be it my partner or his representative.
Tom.
What's more important, I think our patients have a right to know.
Oh, come on, Tom. It's the first time we've had to change round. And frankly, I think our patients will be only too pleased to find that I'm on duty.
Yeah, well, I better go. I'll be late for my rounds. Oh. Sorry. Look, I'm sorry, Charles. I've got rather a lot on my mind at the moment.
I know.
Sorry. See you later.
Tom, the offer still stands, you know.
Thanks, but no.
Oh, come on, Tom. You do 1 day a week in Harley Street, I'll do the other. I'd like to see you earn some extra cash.
Well, I've told you, the private sector's not for me.
Tom, you're going to be a parent soon. You can't afford these high principles.
Look, I better go. I'll be late.
Send in Mrs. Evans, would you? Hello, Mrs. Evans.
Oh, where's Dr. Latimer?
He's on his rounds this morning. Sit down,
No,
Mrs. Evans.
old Dr. Latimer. I thought he was on duty on a Monday.
Oh, yes. Well, he would be normally, but we've had a switch round this week. He'll be in tomorrow. You don't mind, do you?
No, not at all. I'll make another appointment.
I'm obviously doing something wrong, but for the life of me, I can't see what.
Here, I'll show you once again. It's not difficult casting off, but you're rushing. Don't rush. I don't mind how many times I have to show you. We've got all morning. Now, to cast off, you knit 2 stitches, then you pass the first stitch over the second stitch, leaving 1 stitch on your needle. Oh, morning, Dr. Latimer. I didn't realise you were coming in today.
Good morning. Good morning, Felicity.
Morning, Dr. Latimer. Can you not talk just for 1 minute? We're at a crucial stage. We're casting off. Now, go on, Maggie. Now, you knit 2 stitches. I've got that. Then you pass the first stitch over the second. Oh, well, you see, I can't do it. I am making a complete pig's breakfast of the whole thing.
Felicity.
Please, Dr. Latimer, this is terribly complicated. Oh, don't mention this to Madeline. I want it to be a surprise. She thinks I can't knit. Go on, Maggie.
Felicity, how about some coffee?
Oh, you are a poppet, Dr. L. Decaf, please, with just a dash of semi-skimmed.
I'll finish this off for you.
Oh, this is sweet of you. I'm not going to be able to take any of the credit for this. I've made such a botch of it. It's only thanks to Mummy it looks anything like a cardigan.
Well, I must get on.
Oh, don't you want some coffee, Maggie? If Dr. Latimer's perking some through, it's just as easy to make another cream.
No, I'd better get on with some work.
Yes, we must all get on with some work, eh, Felicity?
Yes, listen, I've got an idea. You must have 1,001 things to do. Why don't I put the coffee on? Excuse me.
Felicity.
Oh, excuse me. This is the cardi I'm making, or rather trying to make, for Madeline's baby. Isn't it dinky? I'm doing it in white. Then it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl.
Oh, what a good idea.
Excuse me.
Felicity. The French ambassador called me at home last night. He's coming in to see me this morning.
Oh, good. You didn't mind me giving him your number, did you?
What?
Poor Jean-Claude, he's got this awful rash. So at this reception last night, I gave him your number. I hope you don't mind. I said to him, you've got to see the best. You've got to see Toby Latimer. The trouble is, he's flying off to the States this afternoon.
Yes, so I gather.
Ah, that's probably him. Did he mention that I recommended you?
Well, actually, I didn't speak to him. His secretary called me.
Oh, Gerard. He is such a dish. Really hunky. Actually, I think what Jean-Claude's got is discoid eczema, but I could be wrong.
Ah, ma très chère, comment allez-vous?
Très bien, merci, Jean-Claude. La soirée d'hier était super.
Oh, voyons, le plaisir était pour moi.
À quelle heure s'envole votre vol?
À 4h30.
Est-ce que Gérard vous accompagne?
Oh, Gérard, non, il y a toi à faire ici. Il faut qu'il reste ici.
Oh, le pauvre Gérard, son bilan est...
And I shall want to see you again, Mr. Ambassador, in, say, 2 or 3 weeks' time. I'm quite confident that we shall see a great improvement, but you must remember to apply the cream every night and every morning.
Dr. Toby, thank you so much for making the time to see me. It is much appreciated.
Not at all, not at all. Felicity, would you show the ambassador out, please? And would you make another appointment for him in 2 or 3 weeks' time?
Of course. Je vais passer un coup de fil à Gérard et organiser un rendez-vous. Il connaît sans doute votre emploi du temps meilleur que vous.
Ah, sans aucun doute, il est mon bras droit.
I was just saying, Dr. Latimer, that I'll telephone Jean-Claude's secretary to arrange an appointment.
Yes, I understood that perfectly well, thank you. Well, bon voyage, monsieur.
Merci, docteur.
Well, you see, Dr. Latimer speaks French. I'll see you out, Jean-Claude.
And when you've done that, Felicity, would you come back for a moment, please?
Certainement. Avez-vous toujours cet endroit merveilleux à Antibes?
Oui, bien sûr, mais malheureusement, on ne peut pas y aller tout le temps, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, quel dommage. Au revoir.
Ah, à bientôt.
Isn't he a charming man?
Delightful. Felicity, this friend of yours, Timmy Buxton.
Oh, he hasn't been calling in on your private line again, has he? I have told him about that so many times. He is naughty.
No. I just wondered whether he would do something for me. You know that Tom and Madeline are looking for a house. Well, they're having no luck at all. And as Timmy is an estate agent, I wondered whether he might keep an eye open for us.
Oh, of course. I'll ring him right away.
Well, that's very kind of you, Felicity. Thank you. But would you mind...
Mind you, if he rings in again on this line, please let me know. Because I have told him umpteen times, this is your private line and must be kept free. Nobody should use this phone except you. Timmy Buxton, please. I should never have given him this number in the first place. Tell him it's Felicity Spicer Gibbs. He'll speak to me. By the way, was it discoid eczema, Jean-Claude's rash?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it was.
I thought so. Timmy, flick. Now, I need a favor, and I need it quick. Tom and Madeline are looking for a house, and they're having no luck.
Yes, Tom's calling Madeline now, darling. Yes. Susan says she's ever so grateful. She's been longing to see the mousetrap.
Well, tell her not to be too grateful. I haven't asked her yet. Hi, darling, it's me. Yeah. Listen, do you mind if I'm on call tonight rather than tomorrow night? Charles and Susan have been given theatre tickets. Yeah, that's rather what I thought. Okay, darling. Bye. Sorry, no.
What?
Madeline says, enjoy the theatre.
Oh, thanks. Yes, that'll be fine. I've just got a couple of things to finish off and I'll be on my way. Bye.
What have you got to finish off?
My tea and my biscuit. Really like the baby will be in bed by the time I get home. Oh. Hello? Oh, hello, Helen. Yes? No. Right.
What's all that about?
She wanted to know if we've finished surgery. She wants to pop in for a minute.
Oh, Lord, what does she want now? She can't be putting up the rent again. Don't go!
Hello, Helen.
Sorry to bother you. It'll only take a couple of minutes. But do you see what I mean? Make a marvellous granny flat. Or alternatively, you could use it as a separate wing for your au pair. I think that might be rather a waste. And of course, there's another room through here. Excuse me, Tom. Which is used as a waiting room at the moment.
Why are you actually selling, Mrs. Kramer?
My husband and I are moving to the country. We'll keep a flat in town.
What the hell's going on?
I don't think they've come here for a medical, Tom.
You know what, darling? This would make a damn fine billiard room.
Yes, darling.
I wonder whether this wall would come down.
Helen, do you mind...
Tom, is this a supporting wall, or can it come down?
I haven't the faintest idea. Helen, could you tell me...
I'm sure it could.
You'd have to put in an RSJ, of course, but I see no reason why it shouldn't.
Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
No, I think that's fine, Mrs. Kramer.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, thank you, no. We must be on our way.
Excuse me, could someone please tell me what the hell's going on?
I'll just see Mr. and Mrs. Jellicoe out, then I'll come back and talk to you, all right?
Oh, quite honestly, Mrs. Kramer, with the children away at boarding school most of the year, the house may be rather on the large side.
Yes, maybe all right, darling.
Well, have a think about it and get in touch with the estate agent.
Shouldn't upset her like that. Dare she? She can't do this. She has no right.
Of course she can. It's her house, isn't it? Look, I know it must be difficult for you to stomach, Tom, but she can do as she likes.
Not with this part of the house, she can't.
Of course she can.
Oh, no, she can't, and I'll tell you why.
How dare you talk to me like that in front of me?
We were just a little stunned, Helen, that you're selling the house. Tom didn't mean to be rude.
I did mean to be rude, and I'll tell you why, Helen.
I beg your pardon? This happens to be my house. I can do what the hell I like with it.
Not with the surgery, you can't. This house was in Dr. McKenna's family for years, and there's a caveat in the deeds that states this must always remain a surgery. Obviously, you've forgotten, Helen, but we agreed to that when we signed the contract, which is why we got the house relatively cheaply.
Harvey took one look at that clause and said he could drive a coach and horses through it. And as you know, Harvey's rather good at driving.
Well, I suppose we'll just have to start looking for new premises. Honestly, you think at least she could have given you first refusal.
What?
Well, we should buy it. I've talked to Helen, and she's promised to give us first refusal.
Well, apart from the fact that 250,000 is way out of our league, do you think for 1 minute I want to live in the house where you lived with your ex-wife?
Well, but yesterday you said a house like that would be perfect. Big garden, surgery on the premises. I could pop back for lunch. You said it would be lovely.
A house like that, not the actual house where you lived with Helen. Honestly. Anyway, even if I agreed, how could we afford a mortgage like that? You know our absolute limit is 120,000, and that would be pushing it.
Well, I've worked it all out. You see, we could put up the rent of the surgery, which would help. No, I know what you're going to say, but that's what any new owner might do. That's if we're allowed to stay there.
I don't think Charles would be too happy subsidizing our mortgage.
No, you can't look at it like that. We'd have to pay rent whoever owned the house. It's just that I'd be wearing two hats, landlord and tenant. And think of the cost of moving the practice. I think Charles would be pleased.
Well, I wouldn't. I don't know how you could think I could go along with such an idea. Anyway, putting up the rent would only help a bit. Where would we find the rest of the money?
Well, I thought I'd ask my dad. It was just a thought. Noble. Terrific. I rather misjudged Madeline's feelings, I'm afraid, Charles. She was appalled at the idea of living in my old house. Anyway, it's all rather academic. I couldn't possibly afford the asking price. Yeah. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Tom, Helen's selling the house.
I know, for £250,000.
You must buy it.
I don't think so, Dad. Have a nice day. I expect you'll be gone by the time I come back from my rounds.
Tom? Tom, darling, could you do me a favour? When you see Charles, could you give him a message?
Certainly.
Would you tell him that the sooner his solicitor can give Harvey all the details, the sooner we can exchange contracts?
I just don't think it's right somehow.
Why ever not? You had first refusal and you refused. I would never have put in an offer if you'd been buying the house, but it makes perfect sense this way. At least I won't be turning the surgery into a billiard room.
I just think it's a bit off somehow. I mean, you know, you'll be sleeping in my old bedroom.
Tom, somebody's got to sleep in your old bedroom. Look, Harvey's sleeping in your old bedroom. He's even sleeping in your old bed.
Right.
He's sleeping with your old wife. Tom, if Susan and I buy this place, it guarantees that you and I can stay here. Think of the hassle it would be finding a new surgery. Apart from the cost, it gives us security.
How can you afford it? 250,000 is a lot of money.
Well, it's not going to be easy, but I've worked it all out and we can just about manage. Susan got the estate agent round yesterday to look at the house, and he reckons
Well, you didn't waste much time, did you?
Well, you have to move fast with these matters, and he reckons we can put the house on the market for 180,000.
180,000?
He reckons we'll get it too.
Well, that still leaves a shortfall. How are you going to manage?
Yes, well, as I say, I've worked it all out, and, well, I'm going to have to put the rent up. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say, but it's what any new owner might do.
Oh, that's charming. I don't see why I should subsidize your mortgage.
You can't look at it that way, Tom. You'd have to pay rent whoever buys the house. And think what we'd have to pay for a new surgery.
Yeah, well, that's an awful lot of dosh to find.
We're very lucky. Susan's pa is helping us out. Hello? Oh, yes, put him through. It's Mr. Noble, the estate agent. Hello? Oh, no. No. I've been gazumped. How much? Oh, Lord, I can't possibly match that. Really? I see. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Noble. You swine.
What?
Don't come the innocent. Noble just told me. You didn't want the house, but as soon as you find that Susan and I did, you put in another offer. Well, it's just sour grapes. And you're stupid. It's just going to cost you more. If you'd had the decency to ask, I'd have rescinded my offer. But no, you have to go behind my back. Do you mind? I'm talking to you.
Dad, I've just found out what you've done, and I'm very touched. But can you please ring the estate agent and withdraw your offer? Thanks, Dad, but you know how I feel about this. Right, okay. Okay, bye.
Timmy says it's a snip, but he recommends Tom should get onto it today. He reckons it'll go very quickly. Yeah. Sounds lovely. 3 bedrooms, good-sized garden. And Timmy says it's about 20 minutes' drive from the surgery. Mind you, the way he drives, it'll probably take a normal person an hour.
Unfortunately, Tom's absolute limit is 120,000. His mother and I want to help him, naturally, but he won't hear of it. He's very proud.
And pretty stupid. I'd jump at it if it was me.
It does sound very, very nice.
Dr. Latimer, I've had an idea. Timmy can say it's 120,000, and you and Mrs. Latimer can cough up the balance without Tom knowing. It won't make any difference to the vendor. In fact, he'll probably be rather pleased.
Felicity, that is absolutely brilliant.
We'll get Timmy to reprint the blurb.
Mr. Buxton, please. It's a very good idea, Felicity. Hello? Oh. Well, how long will he be?
Tell him it's Felicity Spicer Gibbs, would you? Timmy, I've got Dr. Latimer for you. No. Old Dr. Latimer.
Does seem very good value, doesn't it? 120,000? Yeah. And it's not too far from the surgery?
No.
Listen, shall I ring Timmy and tell him you'd like to see it? Well, it won't be on the market for very long, you know, not at that price.
Well, it does seem very nice.
Oh, I'll call him.
Right.
Here we are. Just what the doctor ordered. Oh, that was rather good, wasn't it? It just came out. What do you think, Tom? Seems jolly good value for 120,000.
Amazing.
I'm just calling Timmy now.
If he's on the phone, say it's Felicity Spicer Gibbs. Otherwise, he'll keep you waiting for ages.
Mr. Buxton, please.
I can't work out why it's so cheap.
Oh, well, I dare say the vendor wanted to make a quick sale. Yeah. Hello? Oh. Will you tell him I'm Felicity Spicer Gibbs?
It's a very sought-after road, Woodside Avenue.
Oh, do you know it?
Yes. I know the house, too.
Really?
I also know that Charles is putting it on the market for £180,000.
Oh, forget it, Timmy. I'm sorry to have bothered you.
Nice try, Dad.
Back. Don't wait up.
It's dangerous.
Angela, stop fussing. I'm all right. Ah!
What?
I think I can see where the water's getting in.
Oh, Toby, will you please come down? Come on, we can get Mr. Perkins to look at it in the morning.
No, it only needs a bit of filler.
Oh, well, if you fall down and break your neck, don't you come running to me.
I'm not going to fall, woman.
Famous last words.
Ah!
What? What?
A bird flew out of the eaves, surprised me. Oh. You know, this honeysuckle looks as if it could be cut back. Perhaps I should do it while I'm up here. Oh!
crikey. Oh, it's all right, darling. I'm all right. Just off my footing. Nothing to worry about.
He's what?
He's up a ladder. Walter's been getting in the bedroom window, so he goes next door, borrows a ladder from Mr. Williamson. Really, I could throttle him.
Who, Dad or Mr. Williamson?
Both. Come on, sit down, Madeline. I'll get the tea. Kettle's on.
Dad?
Oh, hello, Tom. How's the house hunting?
What are you doing up there?
Coming down.
Well, I should hope so. What you're thinking of? Going up ladders at your age.
What do you mean, my age? Don't you start. Your mother's always complaining because I never do anything about the house, and the moment I start doing something, she tells me to stop.
Toby, you are not a handyman. Thank you, Tom. You know, I think he's the only person I know who sends for an electrician to change a plug.
Darling, you do exaggerate. Well, how did the house hunting go?
Lousy. We've just been to see a place. Complete waste of time. It bore no relation to the details the estate agent gave us.
Well, one of the first prerequisites for an estate agent is a fertile imagination.
Fertile imagination? This chap ought to get the Nobel Prize for Literature.
No, it's rotten for Tom. When he was married to Helen, he had that lovely house with the surgery attached